Paul Agon, Chairman and CEO of L'Oreal.
Monsieur Agon, thank you so much for speaking to Bloomberg.
Pleasure.
What happened to L'Oreal in the last 10 years? Innovation, your share price has grown. Was it exciting times?
Yeah, very exciting. I started as CEO 10 years ago. It has been 10 years very exciting. Of course, we had a crisis in 2008 and 9, but globally the business has been very good. We have been growing, acquiring brands, launching new products, gaining market shares everywhere in Europe, USA, China. No, very exciting, fantastic.
What's been the most fun?
In fact, the most fun has been the past 3-4 years, because thanks to the digital revolution, everything has been transformed. And as I tell my teams, I think that this industry, our business, our company has more changed in the past 3 years than in the previous 30 years. So it's an amazing time, extremely exciting.
So is this the way you sell, or is it the way that people actually look at makeup?
No, in fact, it's the relationship between brands and consumers. In fact, the digital has completely transformed the relationship between the two. Before that, brands were talking to consumers, pushing towards them information or whatever. But now the consumer has taken the power. The consumer decides how he wants to see the brands, what he wants to know, where he wants to discover them. Digital, in fact, creates a relationship that has nothing to do with what existed before.
But isn't it much more difficult, therefore, to control your brand?
Yeah, but at the same time, it's more exciting, and it enriches the relationship. So now, thanks to digital, we can communicate the content of our brands. We can do tutorials to explain how the products work, how they should be used. We can have a personalized relationship with consumers. So it's a completely new dimension. It's much more rich and exciting.
So what sells at the moment? Is it the luxury brands, or is it the more consumer brands?
This year, luxury. This year, luxury has been booming everywhere, mostly with Chinese consumers. Chinese consumers are fantastic. They love beauty, they love luxury, they love our brands, and our business with Chinese consumers everywhere has been booming.
L'Oreal's global reach stretches across 140 countries. About 2/3 of its sales are generated outside of Europe. Much attention has shifted to China,
欢迎来到上海。
where strong demand for high-end lipstick and perfume is driving growth.
谁说爽肤水都一样？不，
In 2015, China surpassed France to become the group's second biggest market behind the United States.
宠保湿功。
Some of the success is being attributed to selfies. Camera-conscious millennials buying more makeup than ever before to look good instantly.
Have you had to adapt to the Chinese market?
Yeah, in fact, the products we sell, not for all brands, because the luxury brands, for example, are the same all over the world, of course, but for our mass brands like L'Oreal, like Maybelline, the product that we sell in China are formulated in China by Chinese, in our Chinese labs.
Because of regulation?
Not only, but also because we want to create products that are absolutely right for them, especially skincare, because their needs, their skin, their aspirations are specific, are different. So we formulate in our Chinese labs, we manufacture in our Chinese factories, and L'Oreal now L'Oreal Paris is the #1 beauty brand in China.
I've also been reading that one of the most popular products is actually a homemade, range of cosmetics wear, which is favored by the wife of the president, President Xi.
Yeah, it's a great brand, but still the #1 beauty brand in China, the preferred beauty brand by Chinese women is L'Oreal Paris. They call it with the Chinese name. It's Pali Olaya, which is beautiful, by the way. And it's great because the L'Oreal Paris is the number 1 beauty brand for Chinese, for Americans, for Europeans, for Russians, everywhere. So it's
not bad.
Satisfaction. Yeah, not bad.
So tell me about your success in China. Is it through distribution? Is it through ads? Is it through celebrities? What's the attraction for your brand by the Chinese?
The reason of success of our brands everywhere is always the same. It's #1 quality. We for all our brands, our absolute priority is the quality and safety of our products, and it's something that the Chinese respect a lot. It's very important for them. Number one, innovation. Innovation is extremely important. It's an industry where you have to innovate a lot. You know, more than 15% of our products every year are new in order to keep innovation flowing very strongly. Of course, it's the imagery of the brands. You know, brands like Yves Saint Laurent, Lancôme, Giorgio Armani, L'Oréal Paris. It's a beautiful imagery, and Chinese consumers are very sensitive to that. They like it.
Is the US tough market?
The US this year is a bit tougher, a bit softer, let's say. It's not really tough, but it's a bit softer. Certainly softer than China. But it depends. You know, last year the US was very good. So every year, it's funny because every year the market, roughly, globally, is more or less growing at 4%. But it's never made exactly the same way.
But how difficult is it to predict what will work and what won't? Why am I using this mascara, not the other mascara? Why am I using this foundation, not the other?
Again, it's very, when you know well your consumers, when you understand their desires, when you can guess their dreams or expectations, then you can really create what they will love.
What will the next 4 years bring? Is there a specific market that you think will grow more? Is it, for example, men's cosmetics or something else?
Digital, I think, will be the most important element of transformation of the market. So definitely we're going to see e-commerce growing. For example, e-commerce in China is already more than 30% of our sales for our mass market brands, so it's huge. But we're going to see digital growing. We're going to see probably new channels also emerging, like specialty stores, our own stores. We are very big in also growing segment is the travel retail, the stores in the airport, because more and more people are traveling. So I think there will be new channels. In terms of regions, of course, the emerging markets are still growing, and our categories are growing too. Makeup has been booming for 2 or 3 years. I think it's going to keep booming. Skincare is growing too. So honestly, I'm very optimistic about the short-term, middle-term, and long-term perspective of this industry.
What do you think you spend most of your innovation on? Is it, for example, making a lipstick that lasts longer? Is it kind of changing it a little bit? I know you have so many products, it's unfair.
And a few secrets.
And a few secrets, but you can tell us, we're amongst friends.